Thing is, ideally, people prepare for USMLE and all of these exams. If I talk about in 2000, around decade of 1990 to 2000, people used to think in the graduation, after graduation. From 2000 to 2010, people started thinking about these exams in fourth year or third year. And the current decade, 2010 to 20, everybody is now serious that, okay, we'll do it in second year. But the next decade, 21 to 30, now things have changed because of the next examinations. All those who are 2017 batch onwards, you need to take a call. Prepare for next exam from first year, or prepare for USMLE in first year, appear in third year, so that your concepts become strong for next, and then give your next examination. Either ways, but the plan needs to be there in place. Earlier the better, so that whatever theory you are learning in med school, you are also understanding how it is applied for a better clinical diagnosis of the patient, or better patient care, or better treatment trial. So that is something which is very, very important. Okay, so you also need to give a thought on this part. What exactly do you want to take your career forward for? Do you want to just prepare for next exam, or do you want to prepare for next and USMLE parallelly, or you are already tired of appearing NEET for 3-4 times, not have stamina for USMLE, want to go to Germany? So this is something you need to take a call on. And of course, if you feel that there is a support required, yes, you can definitely connect with us, and we will help you with the entire journey of the license. One very, very important question. I am not sure how many of you have attended the MOOCs USMLE webinar, because very regularly we conduct a detailed session. I believe I did one session last week, and in around every 15 days we do a detailed session only on USMLE. So if you guys have attended, great. If not, I would invite you to attend the next session whenever we are planning to conduct one, so that you get a complete picture of American medical PG and what are the big opportunities which are now coming in place. Right? Of course, any further question, feel free to ask. If there is further confusion, I will suggest you few of the next steps which can actually pave a path for the next level of career counseling for you. First thing first will be that you could attend the USMLE webinar. Okay, there are few people who want a personalized schedule session. They cannot discuss the questions in the entire crowd. No problem. You can schedule a personalized counseling session. There are no charges for it. You can attend the MOOCs live lecture. You can get access to the MOOCs USMLE free trial. Definitely, you can appear for the MOOCs mock test for USMLE to get a picture of how difficult or easy the USMLE exam. So all the options are available with you. All right. Now I am moving for any question to understand about the procedures and the queries which you have. One important thing you also need to keep in mind is what exactly is your interest specialization, and also understand the way you see competition in India. Similarly, the competition is there globally everywhere. So if you say, okay, dermatology is out of reach in India, but I want a guaranteed seat in UK or US in dermat, it's not possible. Okay, it will be equally competitive there as well. So you need to understand that, and globally, this is the trend. Globally, this is the trend, all right? That around 56% of seats are available in medicine, family medicine, pediatrics, psychiatry. Then around the rest of the specialties, around another 40%, all right? Seats are available towards medicine, family medicine, pediatrics, psychiatry, neurology, all right? And then second most competitive seats are available is in pathology, radiology, anesthesiology. Then comes the competitive fields of surgery, OBGY, emergency medicine, and very, very competitive are ophthalm, ENT, and dermat. So please understand this, that yes, what specialty also kind of matters a lot. I do hope that today's session gave you certain important information about this entire global medical license journey. And of course, we conduct lots of informative sessions on different topics. So at any point of time you want a further counseling, we can do a one-on-one counseling. You can attend our future seminars also, so that you have a complete career counseling picture, because these career counseling workshops for us go for about almost 15 days to a month. For medicine, the decision making, it's not that easy. Okay, it's a long process, and we will be happy to help you. USMLE process, minimum I would say step 1, 8 to 9 months. CK will be 6 months, and then you go for your rotations and stuff like that. So it is minimum 2 years of a journey, profile building as well as the step examinations. Why? Because scores do matter, and it is like, technically one time give exam, because if you get a great score, it's great. If somebody fails on an MLE, your chances of matching reduce by 33%, which is why I say you need to give about 2 years, and then there is 1 year of application if you are a graduate. If you are a student, then of course it happens parallelly and you save about 2 years of your life. All right. But as a graduate, take it like seriously, because one thing is to just appear exam for the formality sake, and one thing is to ensure you get a good score. Another advice to you would be that, especially those who are already graduates or PG, they also want to know, after you graduated, are you still working clinically associated? That is a very important thing. So you cannot say you will not join any hospital and just study for USMLE. They don't like that. They want clinically associated, and that is what they will be asking you as the first question. So, ensure things are happening parallelly. That's what I will advise for medicos. It is always some parallel commitment, whether it's joining a med school, or you are doing your internship, or you are working in some big hospital, or you are running your own hospital. So irrespective, the success in this entire journey is for people who can manage time well, start early, and have little patience and think about the long run. That is what I would advise. I appreciate all of you, to be part of this session. Any future questions, reach out to us on this number or our, email ID, and my team will be more than happy to help you. I appreciate all of you to be part of this session. Thank you very much. I hope you guys enjoyed this session, and any support required for future, reach out to us. We will see you in our next session. Thank you.